The Social Security Act and the Americans with Disability Act are government programs that vastly improve the lives of elderly and adults with disabilities throughout our country. In Arkansas, the Department of Human Services, Division of Aging and Adult Services, hundreds of providers and thousands of caregivers comprise a network that promotes the health, safety, and independence for these groups. Home and community-based long-term care programs and services are provided and administered through this network. While many may need the assistance of nursing homes, others may choose to live at home and take a more active role in their care. Home and community-based services may include meals, transportation, and respite care, as well as personal attendant care, assistive technology, and home modifications. While some services are delivered through a community provider, others are designed to be self-directed, meaning the client acts as the employer by hiring and training their own caregivers and by managing an individualized care allowance. Transition services are provided to qualified individuals who live in nursing homes but have a strong desire and appropriate plan to transition back to a home or community setting, and can include payments for security deposits, furnishings, quality of life purchases, and more. Over 10,000 Arkansans receive home and community-based services, and this number grows every year. Every person has a unique story about how these programs influenced their lives. Let's hear from just a few.
Jake is a 19-year-old man with cerebral palsy. He is in a wheelchair. He attended public schools and in May of '09 walked across the stage to receive his diploma. He has physical limitations, just like we all have limitations in life. His are just more visible to people that Jake sees every day. Just like anybody else, around spring of their senior year, he started thinking about what he wanted to do after he graduated. And so that's when we all got together to find out what he wanted, to make the transition supports possible for him, and access and evaluate everything that he was going to need. He did not have any resources outside of these programs. Money Follows the Person was able to provide him with every piece of furniture that he has, the adaptive equipment that he needs to be able to do the things himself. The transition would not have been possible without all of these programs and people working together as a team to help him get from the Children's Rehab Center into his apartment. He has been given the opportunity to make that same transition that every other 19-year-old graduating from high school is given the opportunity to do. Jake has that opportunity to make that transition because of all of the services that are available to him through Money Follows the Person, through the Division of Aging and Adult Services, through all of the programs that Arkansas is able to offer him to make Jake a successful individual in his community and to make Jake a part of his community.
My name is Maddie, and I am 88 years old, and I am proud that I am strong as I is, and I am really happy to be in my own home. I like it so everybody mostly be together, and we have so much fun playing different games, and so I like that, because when you by yourself, you enjoy yourself talking with different one, and, just more fun. When you're living in your own home, you can go out to movies and just lots of different things. better on out from a nursery home. So I just enjoy being out for myself. And also, that's my grandson there, and I have so much fun with him, and he has so much fun with me. He's really nice, and he does what I tell him to do and everything. And so he's just lovely. If you live in an apartment, you have better getting around and just more in things you can enjoy.
See, I just get along real good. I get along fine. Now today, I had 4 of my caregivers at my table today. I fixed lunch for them, and we had the best time. And they'll just help you so much. If you want to really do something, get another person, a handicapped person, and see how they work out something, and maybe you work out something they didn't think about, and we just split ideas. Independence is so good. When you do something, like you come up against something and you got to sit down and figure that out, and you figure it out and you do it, I've got a feeling, of course we don't remember it, but I've got a feeling we have about the same kind of feeling that we had when we learned to walk and could stand up and get in something we wasn't supposed to. Oh, you got to keep busy. If you don't, you'll get where all them old gripes gets too big. If you quit, you've lost everything, because you can do what you want to. You can get up when you want to, you eat when you want to, you go to bed when you want to. Use everything that you can think of to make yourself stay independent. If you have to depend on somebody else to do everything for you, you're losing part of you.
taught that if you want something, you have to go get it. You have to tackle it at every end and every corner. And I tell people this all the time. Like, I might be physically limited, obviously, because I'm in a wheelchair and I do have cerebral palsy, which limits significant movement in my arms and legs. I have to depend on people every day to wake me up in the morning, to get me dressed, to help me eat, to brush my teeth, to help me shower. But someone once told me, "Jacqueline, do you know you're one of the most independent, spirited people that I've met in my entire life." It takes courage. It takes courage to be able to say, I'm gonna do this on my own somehow in some way, and I'm not trying to say that it's always a piece of cake, that it's always easy, because I run into challenges on a daily basis that I have to face when it comes to remembering that I'm depending on other people to help me with my physical needs. But you get through it. You push forward, find a way through, and eventually you're successful.
People make choices every day of their lives, both big and small. Making our own choices is what gives us dignity and independence. Arkansas's Department of Human Services and the Division of Aging and Adult Services are committed to giving individuals a choice in how and where they receive needed care. To learn more about home and community-based long-term care choices, contact the Choices in Living Resource Center at 1-866-801-3435.